Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of On It. I am Mikey. That is Devan.
Damn, I wish I could remember what we talked about. I couldn't even remember what we talked about the Super Bowl.
If it has to come down to that, or I just seem like a hater to get my point across, I'll do it.
Oh my God, he missed it!
We have not, but we did just now. Podcast is here. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're here. I'm me. That's him. I'm Mikey. That's Devan. Brand new episode. And we got week 2 football to talk about, Devan. And the problem is, the reason I'm, walking on eggshells on this intro is because I don't know what fans to upset first. There's a couple fan bases that might not like the things we have to say, but it's just the truth. I'm only here to spread truth. No fallacies, no lies, no fairy tales today, Devan. This is only truth on this podcast.
We're
not spreading
no phallic talk.
No misinformation, no nothing. So, if you'd like, we got some things to get into. We got all of week 2 games. We got our power ranking. We got our votes for MVP, OPOY, DPOY. We even had a doubleheader because who loves football at what? When did that game end? Midnight? 12:30? 1 o'clock.
12:59 the game.
So shout out. Yeah, so shout out to the East Coast Raiders and Chargers fans because that was probably a stellar
there's
game
not
to watch,
one fucking football game that should start at 10 o'clock at night, regardless of where you are.
No.
Like, West Coast football, if you have a primetime game and you're in California, you start 3 hours earlier. That's how it works.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like majority.
It honestly would have been nice to have both of those games on at the same time because they weren't great. So you can flip between both. You didn't have to section out those 2 games and, I really got to lock into this Chargers fucking game. Fuck that.
Well, I mean, ESPN, they've always been on this doubleheader in the early in the season for some reason.
I think last year they ran like a 7 o'clock, 8:30, or 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Like, we're gonna wait for the first game to be over.
This isn't abnormal. They've been doing this
7 and 10 o'clock.
The double, yeah, because they just push the Monday night one a little bit earlier and add one just at 10 o'clock.
I fucking like that.
So, yeah, no, it doesn't. It really only helps out fans of those 2 teams, and that's about it. But, Devan, week 2 football, we might as well start. We might as well get it right into it, make the most emotional fans upset, and just get that. Who's the most emotional fans?
That we know of?
Yeah, I'm just making sure we're on the same page here. Who's the most emotional fan base in the NFL?
I think it's still the Bills.
Okay, all right.
For now.
Just making sure. So, the Buffalo Bills beat the New York Jets 30-10, Devan. And you would assume, like, great game for Josh Allen, reigning MVP, probably put on like a stellar performance. You just had one of his Josh Allen classics, vintage Josh Allen, and then you find out he goes 14 for 25 with 148 yards. Because James Cook carried that entire offense.
Fuck yeah, he did.
That man was going absolutely crazy. 132 and 2 touchdowns. So for some reason, the MVP of the league wasn't a factor in this game. Wasn't the game changer that he. So you know what upsets me the most is just the lies the media crammed down our throats for the last year and a half. Because the Bills have a really good team.
Yeah, I know.
That's what sucks.
Like, they wouldn't be in the positions that they've been in over the past, 5 years, 6 years, without having at least a fairly decent team. Now, granted, it's week 2 against the Jets, and I think Justin Fields, did he leave the game early? Play the whole game? Either way, he had a 1.1 QBR, which I think is the worst ever. So, I mean, yes, granted, Josh didn't have to play well. James Cook went absolutely stupid. But, not a good look. Granted, he also broke his nose, but.
Yeah, he broke his nose, but I'm just saying it is just upsetting that the media sat there and told Bills fans and told the rest of us that Josh is the sole reason. He is the emperor of Buffalo. He is carrying every single teammate on that roster on his back to every single win.
It's funny, like, for whatever reason, people forget that, like, there was a Baltimore Ravens before Derrick Henry, and whenever they bring up the Ravens, they're like, "Oh, but Derrick Henry." It's like Derrick Henry has been on the team for 2 years. The Ravens have done a lot all the years before with Lamar. And if you take Lamar off that football team, they are absolutely nothing.
You're right, and you can say the same thing for Josh Allen. And it was kind of really only a subtle jab at Josh Allen. But if we want to bring up Lamar had worse teams, won MVPs, got a better team, and played even better than he did his 2 MVP years. And they gave him they gave the credit to the better team. So I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would be fine with Josh winning MVP if people still understood that Lamar is better.
Well, you see, they did though. He was All-Pro first team.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
it's still always
now you've got Chris Collinsworth saying, "Oh, now is there an MVP debate? Now is there a debate in the MVP?" It's like,
no,
yeah, there is, and wherever you're standing, it's wrong for the time being.
Just putting the nail in the coffin for the MVP debate. First of all, last year's MVP debate.
Week 1.
It's over. It's already over. And I guess as of right now, there's Chris Collinsworth just believes that there's no MVP debate. Even though when we do look at the Ravens playing the Browns, easy game for both teams, Buffalo and Baltimore, week 2.
Well,
Mitch. Well, what?
We're supposed to be maybe a lot easier than they looked at first.
Well, I'm just saying, Mitch Trubisky could have stayed in.
No, of course, like that. Yeah, that's a tune-up game.
Mitch Trubisky. Mitch could have stayed in. Josh could have stayed there.
What's his name?
Held his nose up and
Tyler Huntley
not played a single snap.
Hopped in. Actually, not. That game was way too close for comfort for about 3.5 quarters.
First of all, watch your mouth. Second of all, we'll get to that game. Third of all, Tyler Huntley, with the pressure that was on that, just the pressure on the quarterback the entire game. Said quarterback would be Lamar Jackson. Absolutely no way Tyler was going to stay in that pocket
D-line
and just throw.
Stupid out there.
He's not making those types of throws. But I'm just saying, the Bills win a blowout game 30-10, and Josh Allen wasn't a factor at all. I want somebody to find, and maybe there is out there, but like what I just don't. I can't recall a blowout where Lamar just sat back and let everybody else go to work.
There's probably been a few Derrick Henry games, but
I guarantee you any few Derrick Henry games. What few Derrick Henry games? Derrick Henry game week 1 and Lamar still fucking like.
Yeah, no, you're right.
What few Derrick Henry games? I want someone find those few Derrick Henry games where Lamar still didn't have the best QBR of the week and throw for however 200 yards and 2+ touchdowns and run for over 50 yards. Like no, Lamar was a factor in every single blowout he's been a part of.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, on the other hand, I guess James Cook is just, that guy.
But I mean,
anyways,
yeah, I don't know.
Well, and then also, I guess the last thing for that is Justin Fields. I mean, I tried giving him credit.
People, I feel like it's kind of been the story of his career. He'll go out and prove that he should be an NFL quarterback, and then the next week really try to lose his job. So it's super tough to judge him. He's also played on teams where, like, playing the way he's playing now, he's not going to be on a team that's established and good. So we're really not going to get like a full idea of what he looks like on a good team. But I don't know. It seems like every time he tries to get ahead, he cuts himself down at the knee and just looks like shit.
I mean, Justin Fields, he probably is just go. The problem is there's so many quarterbacks every year, like just a rotating door, a revolving door of quarterbacks. It's going to get to a point where he's going to be sought out. So, like teams are going to want him for
running
battles and, but run maybe just. I mean, maybe it's a scheme like that, but depth at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
Someone to battle with, maybe a Daniel Jones situation where it's like we're bringing you in, but you're not here to stay or play.
Lamar's
Or
back
if
up,
you
maybe.
are, you're gonna have a headset on the side.
You could be Lamar.
I
You
wouldn't.
could take Tyler Huntley's job.
But okay, that's what I'm saying. Like in a year or two from now,
yeah,
he'd be at the point where that'd be one of his best offers would be a Lamar Jackson backup.
Yeah.
Or something like that, because nobody else is going to trust him as a starter. There's why?
I mean,
who?
It, like, regardless of how well he'll look in certain weeks, he's not going to have the majority of a season where he's playing good football. But I mean, the other thing is like there's a lot of shaky quarterback play just in general. There's a lot of questions in the quarterback world. A lot of guys who are supposed to be good, a lot of guys who have shown that they've been good and then just haven't played well. So, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of teams without like ultra established quarterbacks. I'm not sure Justin's going to be a guy hanging around, but
if you think of any of those teams though, without established quarterbacks,
no one's looking
them going after. No, they're not. Nobody's going after Justin Fields. It's not going to happen. So a Lamar backup, Geno Smith backup, maybe go back up Sam Darnold in Seattle. I don't know. Go somewhere.
I mean, obviously,
but you're not.
There's still some potential to be a starter. He just has to mature, quit making stupid mistakes.
Quarterback, there's no time to mature anymore.
There really isn't, and but that's the thing. Like Peyton talked about it when he was talking about how many interceptions he had his first year. Like that's right sometimes. Like in the case of Bryce Young and Justin Fields and some guys like him, where it's like, oh no, leave him in, let him play. Some of these guys haven't improved. Bryce Young is not improved.
But that's the thing. The only reason Bryce Young is getting chance after chance is because you're drafted as the guy.
Yeah.
That's the only time. That's the only chance you get to mature. Caleb Williams is gonna have a chance to mature.
Drafted as the guy.
Cam Ward will have a chance to mature. But what if Bo Nix? If it doesn't work out in Denver for some reason with Bo Nix and he goes somewhere else, he's not going to be given time to mature.
No. You're going to be expected.
Justin Fields has bounced around too much. There's no, you're not. You're on your fourth team now. You're ready to mature. All right, bet.
Third, fourth.
Time to lock in. What?
Bears.
Started with the Bears, Steelers,
Jets.
Now he's on his third team.
Yeah.
So he's on his third team, and now he's going to mature.
Yeah.
He's going to mature on the Jets.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers at 40 years old couldn't mature on the Jets.
No one will be able to. Yeah, the future
he's
for
the same
Fields
age as his fucking coach.
Doesn't look great. Do they have someone biting at his ankles? QB2?
The person he's about to turn into. Tyrod Taylor?
Dang.
So,
it's crazy
really.
A guy like fucking Bryce Young and Justin Fields get shots to start consistently, and Tyrod's a Super Bowl champ, but
Tyrod Taylor was drafted as a backup, so you never really get the chance to show that you're him.
It's true.
You don't really get a chance to show you're like that. But all right, moving on from quarterback talk, Buffalo, New York, Chicago and Detroit.
Spank fest, slaughter fest.
Yeah. Now, maybe I was a little too hard on Detroit after week 1. Even though it's kind of been established that just Green Bay is really good, which might have played a factor in them losing to Green Bay
so far.
But I would say with them beating Chicago, even in this fashion, this really just proves that they're good enough. They're still good enough to do that. Like, they're still good enough to blow Chicago out,
Yeah, I don't think anything's changed with this team. You still have a bang duo running back. You still got a not so receiving core in terms of what they can do. Obviously, they're not like J-Mo's not the most consistent player, but he can break out and for a 60-yard reception or whatever the hell he had. Consistency from Laporta, and then just fucking Amon-Ra being Amon-Ra. What was it? 9 catches. 100.
What did he go for? Amon-Ra went for 115, 12.8 yards a catch, 3 touchdowns.
5.
Disgusting.
Yeah, and
absolutely disgusting.
And I think that's one thing that Detroit's usually good at is, and I think the Ravens can be good at that at the same time, where like you guys play, like you put up the numbers you're supposed to against shitty teams. Sometimes, like the Ravens, sometimes have had their problems with losing to shitty teams, but I think Detroit, when they need to go out and beat the brakes off the Bears, they can do that. Now, how they're going to play against an established team late in the season or in the playoffs, not sure, but they can beat the tits off a Bears team. And I think this shows that the Bears kind of have no shot moving forward whatsoever.
No, absolutely no shot. But it shows you that Jared Goff, all right, he's going to give you 5 touchdown passes when he plays a team like the Chicago Bears, but then plays maybe a potential top 5 team in Green Bay, and he's going to struggle.
Yeah.
Now, what I was struggling with a couple episodes ago when I was trying to describe the type of quarterback Jared Goff was, I didn't know if it was, can you call him elite? Do you call him this? Do you call him that? He's not mid, obviously. But then I figured out a term for quarterbacks that will really, this will be able to cast a net over a lot of different quarterbacks. And I like, I maybe we can, maybe you can come up with a better name, sure. But for now, I got it as a free trial quarterback. There's a lot of free trial quarterbacks in the NFL. Okay, but see, here's the thing though. What I mean by free trial quarterback is you may get the free trial for a drive. You might get the free trial for a quarter. You might get the free trial for a whole regular season. But at some point, you might be able to get premium exclusive access to a playoff performance with that subscription. But at some point, you're gonna have to pay for total access. At some point, you're gonna have to pay the full subscription for total access. And I don't know if like the thing is, like, you could be Caleb Williams, who maybe you have a drive or two.
Sure.
You could be Dak Prescott, who's gonna give you like a really good half.
Sure.
You could be Sam Darnold last year. Like he had his free trial lasted the whole regular season.
Year.
The whole regular season, then boom, cut off right at the playoffs. Even Jared Goff, you had a little extension. You got to see what this quarterback could do in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But then, womp womp, you forgot to pay. Payment decline versus Washington. So it's just, because that's the thing. You can be shitty. You could be, dare I say, elite. You could be upper echelon free agent or free trial quarterback like Jared Goff. But I would say, besides like trash or franchise guy, you're a free agent quarterback, or you're free trial. God damn it, you're a free trial quarterback. Free trial quarterback.
I don't hate that. I think Goff has shown that he can, I don't know, maybe be a step above some of that.
That's why I said upper. That's why I said upper echelon
Yeah,
though. Like where?
it's weird with
What's the
Goff. Like
next
Goff
step?
is to me a very, I don't know, for lack of a better term, a safe quarterback to put onto an established good team. Like he's not gonna throw way too many picks. He's not gonna put you in horrible. And I said way too many. He's gonna throw some picks, but what he's gonna do is find receivers. Like his QBR is good. His completion percentage is always pretty good. He knows how to hit good receivers. The last thing you want out of some of these quarterbacks is to take a fucking a trial on a guy like J.J. McCarthy or Anthony Richardson or Caleb Williams who, when open, cannot find their receivers. So a guy like him or maybe Daniel Jones has potential to turn into a guy like Jared Goff. But the crazy thing is, like, a guy like Daniel Jones is wishing that he was a guy like Jared Goff, a guy who can go out on a good team and play well, and if they lose, it could be your fault, but it could also be your defense. Like, I don't know, Jared's in a good spot to where he knows his team, and I don't know, like the losses don't go on to Jared as much as they would on to a Lamar or a Josh or a Pat or someone that has all of, like, the whole team is based around those few guys.
So he's a free trial quarterback.
Yeah.
He's a free trial quarterback. You forgot to pay. You forgot to pay in the divisional round, Devin. Cleveland versus Baltimore.
I still think they have a shot to make a Super Bowl. They're not going to win, but they can make one.
I'm not making shit. That window closed. The window slammed on Dan Campbell's hand when he was doing Applebee's commercials. Cleveland versus Baltimore. Cleveland versus Baltimore. Welcome home, Joe Flacco.
A nice, good. What did they? Anything special for Joe or no?
Well, no. See, here's the problem. It was like they were celebrating our 30th. We were celebrating our 30th season.
Yeah.
You know, before the game, with all of our like legends. But obviously, Joe Flacco wasn't able to attend that because he was warming up
in a Cleveland Browns uniform.
Yeah, in a Browns uniform. So but see,
you telling me
what
Trent
I like
Dilfer
about Joe
was out
Flacco
there?
is I don't think Trent Dilfer was out there, but Joe Flacco's been he's been like on all the the Venn diagram of the Baltimore Ravens. You got the team that we once were, and then you played for the team that we left to become. Like you've been on all three. You completed the trifecta.
Yeah, there's not a lot of guys left from that
Now,
last Flacco team.
What do you mean? Left where?
On the Ravens.
Left where?
What?
In the league?
On the Ravens.
There's nobody from that team left on the Ravens.
Marlowe?
From what team? The Super Bowl
team?
team?
No, mother. The last team Flacco played for, 18.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not fucking worried about that.
No, agreed.
We're talking,
there's no one left from the 12
We're talking history. We're talking Ray Lewis was in attendance. And we're not talking fucking, Torrey Smith's here. Fuck that. Torrey Smith left when he didn't want to take whatever amount of money we gave him or wanted to give him. Anyways, regardless of my shit talking on Torrey Smith for absolutely no reason.
Zero reason.
No, zero reason. It just, here's my problem. When we look at like players bitching about money, it's like, think about like right now. Yeah. If like look at how the Eagles like won a Super Bowl and then they were all like, yo, let's all stay together and like play. Okay. And guess what? And then they all look at Jalen Hurts and they're like, you're really good. Thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. And then You have the Ravens on the flip side of that, who we gave, mind you, it was a lot of money, but we gave a lot of money to
No,
Joe
here's
Flacco,
here's
and then
here's the problem. It was not a lot of money. It was a lot of money at the time.
it was a lot of money at the time. Yeah, no, it was a
Kinda.
lot of money.
What was
It
it?
was a lot of money.
120 over 6? I'm talking 20 mil.
It was a lot of
Dude,
money at the
20
time.
mil.
It was enough money to make Torrey Smith and Anquan Bolden get the fuck out of there.
85% of quarterbacks in the league aren't walking out of bed for $20 million.
Devin, this was a long time ago.
It was 13 years ago. Fair.
A long time
12
ago.
years ago, I guess.
And it was a wild, that was one of the biggest contracts. When that happened, it was like, holy shit, look at this contract Joe signed.
It's
like, why
very
are we
funny to think about, like, a signing bonus for a quarterback in the NFL now is $38 million.
Yeah, so,
and
I'm just kind of upset.
These motherfuckers are out here complaining harder than shit. Inflation hasn't increased that much.
Say, I'm not going to be delusional. I know that if that team stayed together and kept the pieces they could have kept. There was no chance of them repeating. That wasn't happening. They were riding a high.
No offense to what y'all did, but that was lightning in a bottle, and the Patriots just kept getting better. The Broncos went on a nasty tear.
Lightning in a bottle. Lightning in a bottle is crazy. Lightning in a bottle is crazy. That was like our 6th straight playoff appearance.
I'm saying that run, at least. Like, you guys had one of the best runs of all time. You beat every great.
Yeah.
No picks. 11 tutties.
Beautiful.
Paying Joe, obviously the thing you were supposed to do, but just didn't pan out.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, after that, Anquan and Torrey wanted nothing to do with the team.
No.
Jacoby wasn't gone much long after that. Ray Rice beat up his wife.
Fiance.
Dennis Pitta couldn't keep his hip.
It's important to know
Dennis Pitta couldn't keep his damn hip.
It's important to know that they got married after that happened.
Well, I mean, me just saying that's his wife. That would pretty much
No, people don't care.
That's me saying without saying that that's his wife. Because that's his wife.
You could have said it.
So obviously, whether it was his. What was a better way for me to explain that Ray Rice beat up some woman?
How awkward must that wedding have been? Like, her mom standing there? Sorry.
Here's the thing. I don't know why you apologize, but here's the thing, Devin. Here's my thing about that one. Who said they were surprised?
Maybe it's not surprising, but I
mean, the one thing that we've learned is, we can't just assume we know people based off of what we see on the internet.
Of course not.
So maybe we just when we saw that video, we were all like, "Wow, I can't believe Ray Rice did that." And then maybe people that knew him were like,
"That's nothing."
That's literally Ray every Tuesday. Like, what are we talking about?
Tuesday at 1 o'clock in the morning? Yeah. Wow.
But all right, let's actually talk the Ravens versus the Browns.
Wedding. Jesus Christ. But no, I would not want him to be a part of that wedding. It'd be very weird.
Oh, I would have loved to be a fly on the wall for the Ray Rice wedding. That would be great.
It's like a Key and Peele skit.
Oh god. Well, because that's the thing. It's like, I mean, what do you even say in your vows? Like, I won't do it again.
You guys gotta stop mouthing off at me. Don't make me angry.
Or just how awkward the priest that was there, like marrying them. He's like, all right.
No, they picked an Amish one so they didn't see what happened. That's a courthouse wedding if I've ever heard of one.
Referee married them. Jesus Christ.
No, Goodell did.
All right. Anyways, Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Ravens. Now, we were talking last week about the Bengals beating who? The Browns? Bengals beating the Browns.
By one.
And somebody was like, "Oh, well, I'd rather take an ugly win over a pretty loss." And I feel like me and you established that Bengals last week didn't have an ugly loss. I'm gonna tell you who had an ugly loss or have an ugly win. They had an ugly win, but it wasn't a good it wasn't good. It wasn't good. There was nothing good to take from the Cincinnati Bengals' ugly win.
Like, this feels eerily similar to Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles and then celebrating in the end zone. Are we talking about the Bengals game?
No. We're going to talk about the Bengals game. What I'm saying is the Bengals last week losing to the Cleveland Browns, people were saying that was an ugly win. When in my eyes, an ugly win is something where maybe the team didn't play that well, but there is a lot of good to take from it. I don't think you can say that about the Bengals when they played the Browns week 1. Now, this week, Baltimore Ravens taking on the Browns. I would consider this, I know I'm biased, you're non-biased, so maybe you make the decision, an ugly win.
I agree. I like the score. I don't think reflects what really was happening in the game. They did a great job to stop the run. They were blocking Henry up like a motherfucker. Obviously, some mistakes from you guys, just not being able to score early in that game. I feel like is a common occurrence, especially early in the season games like that. 1 o'clock games, you guys just never come out blazing hot. You turn it on and fucking, what's his name? Devontae Walker. What? This is like your best receiver.
I mean, Tez Walker, he's
two catches, 2 touchdowns.
His career is 3 catches, 3 touchdowns.
Are you serious?
That's his career.
Every ball he's caught has been a touchdown.
Yeah,
good for him.
All 3 of them.
That's fucking sick.
But the thing with this game is, you had Derrick Henry only getting 23 yards. Our O-line looked atrocious to the point where Lamar couldn't even get loose. But here's what I did love. Lamar also went 19 for 29, 225 yards, and threw 4 touchdowns. Now, he could have easily thrown 2 touchdowns, and we could have taken our foot off the gas. We could have stopped when it was 20-10. We could have stopped when it was 27-10. But we didn't stop. That's the one positive that I can definitely take away from this game is what we should have done versus the Buffalo Bills is what we decided to do against the Cleveland Browns.
Score in the
which
fourth
is
quarter.
Not take our foot off the gas. I mean, I'm pretty sure Lamar threw his last touchdown with 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no reason for him to be throwing touchdowns that late in the game. Mind you, besides that,
I think that's the true example of a tune-up game. It's like, try some shit early in the game, lock the fuck in, use that time to prove that you can still score like this whenever the fuck you want.
Well, I mean, you saw it though in the beginning of that game. There were a couple balls that Lamar threw that were like, "Ooh, what are we doing here?" And he slowly just settled in, locked in, and started throwing some prettier balls. And also, notice how really good a defense looks when Jair Alexander's not on the field.
Unless Marlon's on the field.
That's something. Okay, see, now here's the problem. What was wrong with Marlon Humphrey?
Just the drop pick.
Here's touchdown. The thing. There's not one time in my life where I'm surprised where Marlon Humphrey is dropping an interception.
No, now granted, it was in his hands, but there's a slight little tip. I can't remember if that was a Browns player or one of y'all people's, but there's a little pull on the ball and got tipped straight to Cedric Tillmans.
Yeah, straight to Cedric Tillman. Now, but here's the other thing. I don't have to worry about that because our best corner on the team is very, very good. So I don't gotta worry about
Nate's
that. I don't gotta worry
Nate's
about
a fucking dog.
Marlon Humphrey can stay over there and do what he's got to do. But here's the thing, though. Jair Alexander, standing on the sideline, made our defense look a lot better. Mind you, it was just Joe Flacco and the Browns. So I'm not gonna sit here and gas it up crazy, but at the same time, like, here's the thing. I truly, in my heart, believe that if it was Jair Alexander out there, Joe Flacco would have been picking on him all game,
targeting that boy. I know.
Like, I don't. You're not going to convince me that just because it's Joe Flacco and the Browns, or all of a sudden Jair Alexander's going to be able to guard Jerry Jeudy 1-on-1. It's not happening. No. You're not going to convince me. It's not going to happen.
I mean, props to the Browns. They kind of made it a game for about 30 seconds. Like, here's the thing. It's one of those games that was close in score, but it felt more like this is a game like last year you guys lost to the Browns. Like, it felt like it could have been one of those games where it was like the Browns played like shit the whole game, but the Ravens are just throwing this game away for no fucking reason. But then y'all turned the Jets on, and it was nice.
Now, see, but because I was being like hyper aware of a comeback loss, I didn't, or a comeback win from the Browns, I didn't like get too excited no matter how much we were up by.
Yeah.
But the same way that the final score didn't really show that it was like a blowout that entire game, when we were up 10 for however long we were up, when it was a good there was a good moment we were up 10 for a while.
Yeah.
And it didn't really ever feel like I still at that time didn't feel like, all right, well, Cleveland's they're about to strike now.
No,
here it comes.
It still felt like you guys were up 4 scores and there was no chance.
Yeah, no, for sure. And besides that, I do want to talk about one thing regarding the Browns and the Ravens and one quarterback on that team. Let's talk about a load of bullshit real quick. I want to talk about something that offends the shit out of me as a Ravens fan and is just the biggest load of shit ever. Now, my favorite thing is you would have thought CBS Sports posted this first, but it's when you hear a story and it's just sources say. Yeah. Sources said, reports from blank. There's really no source. It's just you're saying, hey, sources said.
Yeah.
So apparently, Shador Sanders declined to get drafted by the Baltimore Ravens because he didn't want to be Lamar Jackson's backup. Now there's a couple problems with that narrative that people are trying to push.
It's wrong.
It's a lie. It's a full blatant lie, and I'm gonna get to why I know it's a lie in a second. But B, it's not a story really. Like, that's not like, okay.
No, it's like, hey, a girl winked at me. Cool. What happened?
A girl winked at me. Yeah. Nothing happened.
Nothing. Now, I've never seen her.
Here's how I know this is just a load. Here's how I know it's just a load of bullshit, right? A, the Ravens know how to draft. They're one of the last things they're going to do is draft a quarterback. Okay, they're not going to draft a quarterback, period, right? And they're not drafting a quarterback early, and they're not drafting a quarterback late when they could use that draft pick for players they can develop.
Yeah.
That's just not something the Baltimore Ravens do. And then you look at the fact that he, like, I'm pretty sure publicly, like, did not want to go to teams like the Cleveland Browns or, the New York Giants or a team like that. Which,
the teams he listed, and then there were the teams that they listed where they wanted to go, and they were kind of all teams Dion had played for. Dion had played for the Baltimore Ravens.
Mm-hmm. You want to talk about that?
It's funny to me that the sources said that Shador didn't want to go to Baltimore because he wouldn't have a chance at starting. You play for the Browns, and you're third string to Joe Flacco, who's double your age. So you really don't have much of a chance of starting anywhere. And you had no chance at starting on the Ravens, regardless of whether or not Lamar played an entire season. They're looking other ways before putting you into a football game, the Baltimore Ravens. And the same thing comes with the Browns because you're still a third-string quarterback. So whatever the fuck this report means, I don't know. I really don't give a shit because it doesn't matter.
And so we got Cooper Rush, and then ended up still getting Tyler Huntley later on. We wanted Shador Sanders. Okay, sure. And then another thing about that, you brought it up, Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders played for the Baltimore Ravens. He has respect for the Baltimore Ravens. He doesn't have respect for teams like
that. That's crazy.
He has disrespect towards teams like the New York Giants because he came out and said, "Well, we ain't going to a team like the New York Giants, Browns, something like that." I guarantee you, if Shador Sanders got the phone call and got a chance to play for the Baltimore Ravens, Deion Sanders would have he would have had a stroke saying, "Yeah, you're going to that organization."
Who would you rather sit behind and learn from? Joe Flacco or Lamar Jackson? Because you're sitting behind somebody.
If we're just talking about terms of an organization, though, it's like no.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Deion Sanders is gonna. What are you talking about?
It's crazy to me that like both of like the report said that the Ravens were going to take him in the 5th. The Browns took him in the 5th. At that point, was he not desperate enough? Like it was his decision. Yeah, exactly. It was his decision in the 5th.
No, it was.
All he wants is control back from this situation. He had no control over where he was going. All he wants to say is, "Hey, I turned a team down. You didn't, because this was the 5th fucking round. You weren't turning shit down at that point."
This was a convenient story that came out right before these two teams played each other.
Exactly.
Come on, bro. Like, come on. This is
media. Again, it's not even a story. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
That would be like if Shiloh was like, "Hey, every team gave me a call." It's like, no.
Absolutely not.
Also, what the fuck's going on in Shiloh Sanders' world?
Well, here's the thing. I wonder because, like, remember, he's not like a trust fund baby, so he's probably.
Oh, you're right. Oh, probably had to get a job.
He's probably on Indeed looking for a job. Like, there's absolutely
no way. He's on unemployment?
Nah, he might be. He might have to. I mean, because
it's a cool little check.
Like they said, like they're not living off their name or nothing. Like they gotta get it. They gotta get it out the mud. Like they said. Like they said, they're not trust fund babies. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna. I don't know what. Fuck, dude. Maybe he has to go move into Deion Sanders Jr.'s cardboard box on the street, and they can live together.
Because they can all be homeless together. Because that's where Deion doesn't help his kids out.
That's where Junior is, right? He's home, like he's homeless, right?
The one who's not good at football.
He doesn't work for the University of Colorado right now, does he?
He doesn't have his own production company that is solely based around the Sanders family.
That's weird. Okay. Anyways,
either way, Shiloh, yeah, I haven't heard.
No, we're done talking about the Sanders family. We're done. We're done talking about.
You don't want to talk about?
We're done. No, I don't want to talk about the Sanders family any further.
Shador was almost a Raven.
Absolutely not. I want to talk about how Joe Burrow is going to be out for 3 months because what the fuck is going on in Ohio? I told you there were some problems in Ohio. I tried telling people there was some shit going on in the water. I didn't know it was going to be this bad, but it's this bad. Joe Burrow, once again, top candidate next season for Comeback Player of the Year, about to win his 3rd one because this man is injured.
Like, this is like, I would really hate to be a Bengals fan. Like, because the fact that, like, the report came out and it was like, Joe Burrow leaves game with an apparent lower leg injury. And it's like, fuck. ACL, torn Achilles, ankle problem, something. You're like, holy shit, fuck. And then it's like, it's just his toe. And you go, fine, sick. And then you get a text at 11 o'clock at night. It's like, this motherfucker has grade 3 turf toe, and they're sending pictures to a surgeon and could be out for 3 months.
Oh my god!
And then the next morning, this morning, they go, he's done. He's not coming back. You have Jake Browning.
Okay, I was about to say it's because it's not funny. It's
not funny, but it's also like, why make it that fucking confusing? That was horrifying.
Well, like
I with Aaron Rodgers, it's like fucking his Achilles is gone. He's dead. With this, wait, you don't know how to diagnose turf toe?
I guess my reports came in different because the first thing I got was just Joe Burrow out with. You're right. I guess it was leg injury.
Well, when he left the game, it was leg, and then when they said he wasn't going to return, it was toe, and then it wasn't until last night that it could be 3 months, and then it was this morning confirmed 3 months.
Joe Burrow. Well, okay, let's be real. Joe Burrow's out for the season.
Yeah, there's no 3 months.
What is this?
Yeah, like this isn't thing? Like if Jake Browning takes him to the playoffs, they're not gonna be like, "Yo, fucking Joe, you wanna hop in?"
Well, no. If Jake Browning wins enough games to make it to the playoffs, and Joe Burrow's back, Joe Burrow's playing in the playoffs. But
it depends on, like, granted, it's a long shot for Jake Browning to take this shitty team to the playoffs, but I think he would deserve it if he played 15 weeks.
Okay, all right.
16 weeks of football, 16 games of football.
Let's really all the way in. Couple things. It's Joe Burrow. The money we're giving you. Hold on. The money we're giving you. You're healthy. You're playing football.
If Jake Browning is good enough, what I'm saying is if he's good enough, like Joe Burrow can't take this team to the playoffs. If there's a miracle where Jake Browning takes this team to the playoffs, I think he deserves to play in the playoffs.
Brock Osweiler was good enough.
That's different.
That's different.
And it wasn't about money. It was about we got to get Peyton the ring.
Oh,
we got to throw his old ass on the field real quick.
Yeah, you just need to play like shit in the Super Bowl, Peyton. Go ahead.
Hey, Peyton. Go play like fucking dog ass.
Yeah, please.
Go ruin the other quarterback's career while you're at it. Go ruin every quarterback involved in the Super Bowl's career.
Aaron Rodgers was 40 years old, like 2-3 months off an Achilles tear. Like, I'm playing if y'all make it to the playoffs. Joe Burrow is playing if they make it to the playoffs. What world are we living in?
Because Joe Burrow wouldn't have taken this team to the playoffs, and neither is Jake Browning. Like, I don't know what we're.
If Carson Wentz had
Jake Browning just threw 3 picks against the Jaguars.
If Carson Wentz had an MCL sprain, Nick Foles wouldn't have been Super Bowl MVP. Carson Wentz is playing in the playoffs.
False.
Okay, dude, what are we talking about right now? What do you mean false? Carson Wentz was first place in MVP votes that in the MVP race.
Week 11.
Yeah, week 11. That's more than half the year, Devin. So then if you're a week 11 front runner for MVP and you get hurt and you're able to come back into play in the playoffs, you're going to play.
Well,
the same way if you're Joe
Guess what? The Eagles
Burrow,
wouldn't have won the Super Bowl.
Why are we living? It doesn't matter. I didn't say they were going to win the Super Bowl. I just said Nick Foles is a Super Bowl MVP. You're not having this Nick Foles statue. You're not having this moment. It ain't happening.
But it did happen because they didn't let him play. But
Carson Wentz
was done for the season. But they could have. I don't know. Never mind. Either way,
I'm saying is, if he had an MCL sprain, that man was going to come back and play.
Either way, the Bengals are cooked. Also, I had no idea what turf toe was until I saw. Did you see the zoomed in video?
No.
Of Joe's toe?
No. Should I pull it up?
Yeah, it's kind of fucking.
Should I pull up Joe Burrow turf toe?
Like, it's not gross, but it looks like it hurts, like, way worse than an ACL hurts.
Let's see. Here we go. So he steps. What is it? What is it? Just your.
So he tore the ligaments.
Okay.
But I thought it was from like rolling his toe over, which I could understand. This is tearing it from the bottom, like that.
So is it just your ligament giving out, and you have like a drop toe? Like your shit can't really like.
Like I think every ligament in his big toe is cranked. Like it's this happening.
Yeah, no, he absolutely.
I thought it was like this, like you fucking roll it and you pull it or whatever. It's fucking.
See, but you could probably go. I mean, either way, you could probably fuck it up either way. But
pulling that looks gnarly, dude.
I definitely associate a turf toe with more of a locking than a extension.
Yeah, like a rollover type of thing. But either way, worst case scenario for the Bengals. They still have to pay him $55 million. They still have to pay Jamar 40 and T 25 and Trey Hendrickson 30 just to win 6 games.
Well, think about it. They're first place in the North right now, and their season's over.
Completely over.
Because we're talking all this shit about, well, if Joe Burrow comes back. No, they're not making the fucking playoffs with Jake Browning.
No.
This team is screwed. That O-line is absolute garbage. We're going to be lucky if Jake Browning survives the rest of the season.
There's people talking about Jameis taking a swing over in Cincinnati.
Well, why isn't made? So you're telling me nobody's made a call to Cleveland?
That's weird.
Tell me nobody's made a call to the Cleveland Browns yet to get somebody over there? That's weird. But I'm saying that defense is still terrible. So far, they've had Trevor Lawrence and Joe Flacco get picked. Let them pick on them. So what are we talking about right now? They're fucked. They're not winning anything for the rest of the season. Rams, Titans.
Also, I mean, yes, Travis Hunter ruined the game with that PI. Wasn't the worst PI I've ever seen.
That wasn't the worst PI ever. It was a PI.
Could have gone either way.
It's a PI, you know.
Like that call, like first quarter, no one's calling that shit.
Well, you know, Devin, typically when you fall out of bounds and a second ticks off the clock, they're not reviewing to see if it was.
They're not.
And there's
so
left.
this league's backwards.
If you're the Bills in field goal range with a second left in the first half, well, they're going to review that for 5 minutes. Titans, Rams. I'm gonna just say this: it's a strike one. Like I said, I was a big advocate for the Rams going into this season. All right, and I will say
a little much.
No, not even a little. I mean, I gotta find something to look forward to at 4:00. What the fuck else am I? What else am I doing? Either way, the Rams they got it together eventually. And mind you, while I never really thought, like, even when it was a close game, it wasn't like, oh man, like this was a lot different than Saints 49ers. When I was watching Saints and 49ers, I was like, oh fuck. This one, it wasn't really. I was just kind of waiting for the Rams to take off because holy shit, Puka is good at football.
Mm-hmm.
Like Puka is really good at football. If you just want if you want one thing to walk away with from this podcast, Puka is really good at football. That's what I would want.
I saw Devontae teaching him how to run routes. I was like, this guy's gonna be a fucking animal. This guy's had been able to sit behind Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams.
It's over.
Absolute
it is absolutely over.
Maybe they gotta start coaching his fucking brother.
The reason I'm not counting them out or anything. It's strike one. Y'all took a little too long to, really show why you're this much better than the Tennessee Titans. I would have liked just a blowout from the jump. That would have been nice.
I don't see this year being too much different for the Rams than last year. Kind of middle of the road, doing their thing.
No. You're crazy. You're crazy.
I don't think so.
You're crazy. You're crazy. I could see them. No, I could see them. I could see them doing better than they did last year.
They won 9 games last year.
10,000%. They won 10.
They won 10 games. I don't know if they improve.
They won 10 games, but I mean, Matt Stafford had 20 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. I mean, it wasn't like it was some stellar year. I just there's gonna be something a little bit better.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. What else do we got? Miami versus New England. Hold on. Actually, fuck Miami versus New England. I didn't finish what I was gonna say. That's one strike. They got 2 strikes left. I'm gonna give them their shit. I'm just saying that's the one strike. Can't count them out yet. Some of these teams I can count out from the jump, but I'm gonna give them 2 more chances until I gotta release the anchor and go. I gotta give up on the Rams. Miami versus New England. So here's the thing. Usually numbers don't lie. if you went to read any numbers from that game, especially under the I guess you could call him quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, Tua. If you looked at Tua's numbers for that game, right, you would go, "Wow, they got something going." No, Tua still sucks.
Yeah.
Tua still absolutely blows. I mean, he was able to drop back, throw it to the closest player with Olympian speed, and say, "Go, go do something with that.
Do something."
Go,
Now,
please."
for the Dolphins and where they're at, and what quarterback they have, and what receivers they have, easily their best bet. They cannot do anything else.
But then they still lost.
They did to a
they still
pretty
lost.
bad Patriots team.
See, here's the thing: you keep saying this pretty bad thing. It's like they're not. They're all right.
Maybe
they're all right. I think they're gonna get better. I think if anything, I thought their defense would be better. I thought that they would have to be. I thought they'd be struggling throughout the year trying to get better on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like the defense came in a little shaky, and that was just
it's what
maybe
concerns me more because the offense, it will improve, but they have ceiling with the guys they have right now. There's nothing impeccable out there. You got old Diggs and a few other guys, but the defensive side of the ball, they need to be solid.
Yeah, that's what exactly. They only have their offense is only going to be so good.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Denver in my
exactly.
eyes. It's like your offense is only going to be so good. Like your defense has got to be your defense has to be game winners, not game losers.
Exactly.
They gotta win games. Miami versus New England. Yeah, no, there was probably 2 or 3 dropped interceptions from Tua. Just you can't fall for it, Devin. You really can't. Tua is still an awful quarterback. Giants Cowboys.
Holy shit! What a game!
The Cowboys and the Giants. So this was a good game for like bad reasons.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like
yes.
Like okay. Like I don't know the opposite of. I mean, you could just, I guess, any good game you could name to not to say the opposite of. But this game was like, it was like just a lot of bad defense being played. The Cowboys defense sucks, and we've established that before the season even started. But like they've written it in stone. Like they're gonna let anybody do whatever. And hey, fuck it. The same team that couldn't get anything going against Washington, we're just gonna let Russ chuck it up and do whatever the fuck he wants. And Malik Neighbors is gonna be down there
throw
somewhere.
For what?
450.
450. Yeah, no.
He threw 41 balls.
That's insane. I really didn't enjoy the talk after last week about the Cowboys, where it's like, oh, the Cowboys might actually be fighting for a divisional shot. And it's like, no. They had an okay week 1. But I mean, offensively, they're not. They hung into the game.
Stop it. Offensively, they're going to be entertaining at least. Offensively, they got it.
Sure.
You got to give them some type of credit. Just like week 1.
See, but I don't think that the Giants are offensively going to be entertaining.
No, but
all the
I'm
time.
saying the Dallas Cowboys, especially their DBs. We were talking about this before the season even started. I mean, the way that it's crazy to hear this in week 2, but the commentators call it. The way they labeled the DB room for the Dallas Cowboys, a depleted DB room for the Dallas Cowboys, and that's them talking about like their starters out there. Like they're not good. They're not good at all. And they're gonna let a team they're gonna let Russell Wilson come in there. Oh, you're gonna throw 40 balls? No, some of them are gonna end up in the end zone for sure. For sure, because we're the Dallas Cowboys, and that's just how bad our defense is. Which is the same reason it's like, So for some of those passes, Micah Parsons would have been in Russell Wilson's face. Sure. The other ones still would have been in Malik Neighbor's hands. Like it would have been a give and take, but at the end of the day, it's the same reason why. Like I know I feel bad acting like Micah Parsons wasn't some defensive player of the year candidate, but it's the same reason why I watched Myles Garrett blow up half of
this
the
motherfucker
Baltimore's.
Went stupid for nothing.
And guess what? It didn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It really didn't matter.
And it
All
really is
that
a shame because,
energy, it's
for real,
nothing.
their D-line looks like the Browns' D-line looks very good. And if it wasn't Lamar there, they would have had a bigger impact in that game. But having them go stupid out there for no reason kind of sucks. Now, having Micah would have given them more of a chance, but $47 million wouldn't have done too much good for that team.
No.
And I think it's going to do okay for this Packers team if they want to keep their window pretty small in terms of when they can win.
I think you're going to have games where Russell Wilson is going to be able to run around, right? He's going to be able to yuck it up. But the same thing with like the Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, their defense sucks too. They're not stopping anybody. So if you have somebody like Dak Prescott who is at least coming in on a decent week, like that's what we've seen so far. We've seen Dak Prescott come in and look all right. You know, like
Passable.
the way that people shit on Dak Prescott year in year out. I'm not gonna act like he's, top dog, but
yeah. Now,
he's been doing his thing.
When you look at the guy last year, like his goal for the season, was it last year or 2 years ago that his goal was to throw less than 10 picks? It's like, if that's your fucking goal, you're gonna suck. Like, he looks like he's playing more free. He looks like he's not trying to force every ball and be perfect. And, like, he looks like he's trying to play fun, good football. He looks a little confident.
I forgot all about that.
I was a big lure on this podcast for a long time, and it made me so fucking angry that, like, yes, granted, the year before you threw fucking damn near 20 picks, but you can't make it your only goal to throw less than 10. That's not who gives a shit.
I'm gonna throw less than 10 interceptions, and that's good enough for me.
That's all you're gonna get from me. I'm gonna throw fucking 14 touchdowns.
Seattle versus Pittsburgh.
What a fucking shit show that was. And I'm glad that the Steelers put everything they had into a week 1 win against the Jets. It's impressive.
All right. See, and I knew you were going to do this. I knew you were going to come in here and say some stupid shit like that.
As I should.
Game was very close for, a good chunk of that game. It was close, and Seattle took away they took it away at the end. In terms of just they got momentum and it didn't stop. I don't think it's the end all be all for the Steelers. I mean, this was a bad day for the Steelers offense. They couldn't get anything going for the run. Aaron Rodgers couldn't get a ball to a damn receiver. I mean, I want to say the leading, I think top in receptions might have been. I don't want to say anything crazy, but it might have been fucking Jaylen Warren. Like
what was he, like 18 of 30 or something? What was that?
Let's go to that Steelers.
Oh, but Steelers while you're looking that up, shout out Brandon Aubrey, 64-yarder to send at the OT. Pretty fucking sick.
I mean, come on.
What are
we talking about here?
I heard a thing. I don't know if I've talked about it yet on here. A few weeks ago, they're talking about K-balls. The kickers can now work in all their K-balls a week leading up to the game, so there's a potential to see longer field goals. Because before they had the day of to work in their K-balls. They have the entire week now to work and use their K-balls so they can hit longer field goals.
I mean, maybe we'll see something with that. I mean,
but a 64-yarder, like, smooth.
Launched it.
So smooth.
Aaron Rodgers, yeah. top receiver, 4 receptions from Jalen Warren, 4 from Freiermuth, and then 4 from Jonnu Smith. And then you had Calvin Austin, who had a reception. DK had 3. Gainwell had 3. Gainwell, another running back. Like, it's like, no, he had trouble getting the ball to his receivers. And that's because the Steelers.
What were his numbers?
Bad. 18 of 33, 203, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions.
Yeah,
I mean, that's an uncharacteristic Aaron Rodgers game. But
yeah, 2 picks.
Seattle has a good defense.
They do.
We're not gonna sit here and play stupid.
They will, and it's kind of really what they're running on. They quite honestly got pretty lucky with that late touchdown. When was that? Was that third or fourth quarter?
That was late. That was definitely late in that game. Let me pull up just scoring drives. Boom, boom. Because it was 24. It was 17-14 to kick a field goal. Jason Myers kicked 65. Pittsburgh recovered. What are we looking at right here? This is not okay. Wait, what are we fucking looking at here? What was that touchdown? That was a
That was the rollover in the end zone.
Yeah, but it was a. What was the attempt?
What do you mean?
What was that play?
No, it was a kickoff.
Okay, yes.
So
yes.
the Seahawks, I guess, scored, kicked off to the Steelers, and then the Steelers let the ball go into the end zone, thinking it would just be an auto touchback, and they rolled on it.
For some reason in my head, I'm thinking of a punt going over of a punter's head and it going in the back of an end zone. But yes, that's exactly what I was trying to get at. So yes, Jason Myers, because I was reading Jason Myers kickoff and I'm like, Jason Myers kickoff touchdown. I was like, okay, that's what it was, because it wasn't a damn punt; it was a kickoff.
When was it?
But that's what I'm saying. That was, god damn it. That's exactly what you asked. For some reason, I accidentally closed out. Because your question was when that was, not what the fuck it was. Because I'm sitting here trying to remember what it was. Pull that game up. Don't want to see that. Don't care about that. Want to just go to that play. That was 4 minutes into the fourth quarter. 12:46. So 3 minutes, about 2.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. But that was 12:46. They went up 24-14.
Yeah, it's a 3-point game to a 10-point game. That's a huge shift where it shouldn't have been that much of a momentum swing. But Steelers, I don't know. Anyone who had like big aspirations for the Steelers hopefully are closing their eyes a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's just there's no reason to expect the Steelers to be like you could have expected this outcome, maybe just not this way or this type of performance from like Aaron Rodgers, let's say. But I mean, this was it was a bad day for the Steelers. I think had Aaron Rodgers been able to find DK or Calvin Austin a little bit easier than he was able to, then maybe it would have looked different. If they were able to form or get some type of run game going, it could have been a little different. But Seattle contained, and that's really what it took. It took one team to get some crazy shit like that, and then boom, there was no momentum for either team.
No.
It was what, 14-14. Seattle kicks a field goal at 17-14. All right, fourth quarter, what's gonna happen? Boom, now we're up 10.
Game's
all right,
over.
Now we're not losing this fucking game. Let's go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I think the Steelers will bounce back, but I think bouncing back for them is, still winning 9 games this year and being happy about it.
Maybe. Like maybe Aaron gets Mike Tomlin fired.
Yeah, when
that's got to be in his contract.
You say maybe,
if you don't go 500 or better, you are cookies.
I think Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. I think that the Steelers. I think they're probably around the same level as the Seahawks in terms of how many games they're probably going to win. I mean, it's ballpark. So you play a team at your level, and
Yeah.
You play your team. You play a team on your level, and you have a bad day.
You got a bad play.
It's gonna look something like that. San Fran versus New Orleans.
Yeah. New
That
Orleans
was
isn't good. New Orleans isn't decent.
No, they're not.
Okay.
The Saints aren't good, but here's the problem. They didn't have a reason to look as good as they did.
No.
They didn't have a reason to
And
put
I'm
up
not
that
sure
many
they
amount of
will look
points.
as good as they did ever. They didn't look that great. The Niners struggled. Offensively, Mac Jones came in and played okay. 3 touchdowns, couple of yards, no picks. Trying to make a case to be back in the NFL. Kind of cooked.
Mac Jones did a little bit more. He did a little bit more than play okay. That man went out there and 26 for 29, 279, and 3 touchdowns. I don't know what dirt Brock Purdy has on the San Francisco 49ers, but I'd like for it to be exposed one day so we don't have to keep watching this corrupt football team play football, because there's absolutely no reason for Brock Purdy to be the quarterback for the 49ers or make that absurd amount of money that he was paid this offseason. Because
I think that's more of the thing. I think it's, yes, you can be the quarterback of the 49ers, just not for that amount of money. We can go get something better for that amount of money.
So Brock Purdy was going to not put up, if Brock Purdy had a good game, you're telling me that's not the exact stat line he was going to put up.
Granted, it is 1 week against the 32nd ranked football team in the NFL.
Exactly.
Brock Purdy would have put that stat line up.
Exactly.
Or could have. But what the fuck is Mac Jones going to do against a real football team? He's going to do what he used to do, which was jack dick. He was going to look worse than a fucking 4th string Bailey Zappi. Mac Jones is not good. Mac Jones will not be good. You want to talk about guys getting their starting jobs back? Brock Purdy is getting his starting job back once he's healthy. No one gives 2 fucks about Mac Jones.
Because of the money they paid him, yeah.
No, it's because he's been a starting quarterback in the NFL for what, damn near 3 years now. He's made the playoffs. He's done everything he needs to do to be a starting NFL quarterback. Mac Jones has done nothing to do so, except for beat the Saints.
Devin. Okay, a couple things. You're fucking insane. A couple things, because you already made me lose my train of thought. So first things first, Mac Jones looked just as good as Brock Purdy would have looked against the Saints.
Agreed.
On Sunday.
Agreed.
Second of all, if Mac Jones got to play around one of the best assembled NFL rosters of the 2020s, he might have been able to look just as good as Brock Purdy was.
I don't know.
When he was thrown in the same position. You know, because I don't know why all of a sudden Brock Purdy's not a fucking
no. He's an ultimate game manager, but you have to remember that there are people below game manager, and they're called game fucker uppers, and that's Mac Jones.
Yeah, but that's just
Brock
here's
Purdy
the thing,
hasn't fuckered up enough games to be as bad as Mac Jones.
But the problem is, the reason that I can't be like you, which is where it's just full count out, no chance. I would have said the same exact thing you're saying, felt the same exact way you felt about Daniel Jones a year ago. Actually, he was so bad in my eyes when he was brought in for the Colts to be comp. We got on here and went, so that's the competition for Anthony Richardson. Well, he might as well just play. And then Anthony Richardson wins the job, and then gets hurt, and Daniel Jones has done nothing but.
Oh no, that's not what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
No, Daniel Jones won the job.
Anthony Richardson got hurt in the preseason.
Yeah, but not in.
What are you talking about?
No, they said Daniel Jones is our starter. He's the starter moving forward for the rest of the season.
Anthony Richardson got hurt. Daniel Jones took over.
Yeah, I know, but Anthony Richardson is healthy right now.
Yes. Okay. Daniel Jones took the starting position once Anthony Richardson got hurt. And what he has done in the first 2 weeks is something that in a million years I wouldn't have put a single dollar on if I had to bet how good he would have been able to play in
No,
these
they
first 2
said
weeks.
through 3 weeks before the NFL season started that Daniel Jones is the starter for the entire season. They said it before the season started.
Okay. So
Anthony
I don't know
Richardson has
why we
zero
have to.
shot of playing football again
I don't
unless
know
Daniel
why we
Jones
have to
gets hurt.
fact check exactly when he was announced the starter. So Anthony Richardson was going to be the starting quarterback for the Colts until he got hurt and Daniel Jones took over. Whether that was in the preseason, whether that was April 23rd, whether that was December 1st, Anthony Richardson was going to be the starter for the Colts. We laughed at the idea of Daniel Jones being competition for someone as bad as Anthony Richardson. Let's just cut it at that. That's my point.
Agreed.
I would have felt the same exact way you feel about Mac Jones right now about Daniel Jones. I felt the same exact way about Daniel Jones.
But the 49ers job is not up for grabs.
I never said the 49ers job is up for grabs. I'm sitting here calling Brock Purdy a bigger fucking fraud than Cam Newton in 2015. I'm saying that Brock Purdy is dog
big
shit.
a fraud
I'm saying that
Brock
Brock Purdy
is.
doesn't deserve what he's making. I'm saying something that should be screamed at hilltops, that should be screamed at the tallest skyscraper in New York City on a megaphone, that should be put on blimps.
The
Mac
49ers
Jones,
are a team.
Brock Purdy is a West Coast Mac Jones. Brock Purdy is a West Coast Mac Jones.
No.
So you sitting here saying a lot, you're sitting here saying a lot more than the job isn't up for grabs. I never said the job isn't up for grabs, but I will say that if Mac Jones was put in that same exact position when he was drafted, besides playing for them shitty ass Patriots, might have been a different story for him too.
I don't know about that.
Okay. So the 49ers didn't have one of the best fucking rosters in the NFL for the last 3 or 4 years.
They have in the past. Right now they're pretty depleted, but we've seen there's good quarterbacks, there's bad quarterbacks. There's a lot of quarterbacks who can just facilitate. Like Brock Purdy's been able to facilitate. There's a lot of guys like Mac Jones, like Tua, who ruin good teams. Brock Purdy has yet to ruin this good team.
What good team did Mac Jones ruin?
I'm not saying Mac Jones has ruined a good team yet. I'm just saying that he's in that level.
But that's what I'm saying. When has Mac Jones just had to facilitate?
All right, let's see where Mac Jones is after 2 to 5 weeks.
Let's see where 4 weeks now. Let's see how Brock Purdy would look on the fucking Saints.
He'd probably look like shit, but so would Mac Jones.
Tyler Shaw.
Mac Jones would look like shit too.
Exactly.
But Mac Jones has played one game against the Saints. Until I see him play good football on this football team.
Well, you already did.
Against a team that's not the Saints.
Bro, he came in as the backup quarterback.
If Tua played well against the Saints, no one gives a fuck.
Tua didn't.
They haven't played him yet.
But that's what I'm saying. Tua didn't play well against the Saints. So what are we talking about?
Saying if they play and Tua throws 3 touchdowns and no picks and looks good, no one's going to care.
Tua is bad at football.
And so is Mac Jones.
Tua was... Okay, so here's the crazy world that we don't live in. We don't know what it would have looked like if Mac Jones was given 3 players with Olympian speed. Who the fuck would have known what would have happened? Because he was on the dog shit Patriots. Why are we keep playing this game?
Because he got drafted high.
But so was Tua.
That's fair. But Tua
the fuck are you talking about?
Tua got a good team and fucked it away. Mac Jones was on a bad team and looked pretty fucking bad. But the problem with Mac Jones is that there were other quarterbacks on that team who looked better than him.
Who? What are you talking about? I'm going to be honest.
You Bailey Zappi had weeks where he was
much
better.
Fucking god, dude! We're done.
Did Skylar Thompson not come in?
Bailey Zappi?
No.
Bailey Zappi.
Listen, did Skylar Thompson not come in and play for the Dolphins and look way worse than Tua did.
We're talking about Bailey Zappi right now?
I'm saying Mac Jones hasn't proven shit. He beat the fucking Saints. He still sucked cock.
Mac Jones could have
Pardon
put
my
up
French.
Mac Jones could have thrown for 93 yards and 3 interceptions and still found a way for the 49ers to win that game because that's how good the 49ers roster is. But guess what? He didn't. He put up a good Brock Purdy stat line. A Brock Purdy stat line. We would have went, oh, shit. Look at Brock Purdy.
No, we would have said, oh, look, it's against the fucking Saints. The only reason we're shocked is because Mac Jones hasn't played in 2 fucking years.
Yes, and you gave him actual weapons and he was able to do something with them. I'm just saying. So what you're saying is if Brock Purdy if no matter what, if Mac Jones continues to do exactly what Brock Purdy could do, he's not as good as him.
I mean, he's not going to have a job.
I'm not asking about jobs. I'm asking about our perspective on how good a quarterback is.
Yes, if Brock Purdy is out for the next 4 weeks and Mac Jones has 4 good performances, sure.
What I'm saying is if Mac Jones puts up good Brock Purdy numbers for the next however many weeks, he's going to get more chances next year than Justin Fields.
Maybe.
We've seen Justin Fields given 3 starting opportunities on 3 different franchises already.
Agreed.
Does not happen. We saw Mac Jones on one dog shit franchise. Let's see what he can do with a good roster.
Sure.
And don't ever bring up Bailey Zappi on this podcast again.
He got benched for Bailey Zappi, so I'm going to bring it up. Mac Jones got benched for a guy no one knows.
The Patriots sucked, and Bill Belichick is what he is without Tom Brady, which is an old fucking man that needs to be in a goddamn retirement home. He was nothing once Tom Brady left.
You can't blame Mac Jones. No. Mac Jones isn't good.
The
Mac Jones sucks.
The Patriots sucked.
So does Mac Jones.
So does Brock Purdy.
I don't think Brock Purdy sucks yet.
Bro, all I'm saying is if Mac Jones goes out there and continues to play exactly how a good Brock Purdy would look like, we can't play. We can't. We're not going to play stupid.
All right. Well, let's see what happens next week. I don't know who the fuck they play next week, but whatever it is, it's going to be pretty Mac Jones-esque.
We'll remember to talk about that for sure next episode. Don't worry. Fucking Bailey Zappi. Carolina, Arizona. Not talking about that game.
No.
Every team has to play a full schedule, so there you go. Those
Arizona is worse than what we thought they could potentially be.
No, Arizona sucks.
And the fact that Arizona has not fired that jackwagon of a head coach makes me upset. He should have
fireworks.
Should have been fired before week 1 4 years ago.
Indianapolis versus Denver.
Daniel Jones comes back, wins. This is giving me like Sam Darnold last year vibes, or even like Sam Darnold's Carolina vibes a little bit. I can see this Daniel Jones hype wearing off. Maybe not too quick, but
Sam Darnold got a fucking bag after what he did last year. So
I'm saying like we're at the point in the season like when Sam Darnold had a few good wins early in the year. Like you get to 6 games, you're like they could stop winning now, or they could continue to win. So I think we've got a few more weeks of figuring out where this Daniel Jones Colts team is. Are they going to be a team that can smoke the AFC South, or are they going to fucking look like a Colts team with Daniel Jones as their quarterback?
I mean, I think as of right now, they're definitely
they're incredibly impressive. They scored, I think, in their first 10 drives. They've looked stupid. Good.
Something stupid. They've looked fucking really good. They looked way better than we would expect. Enough to be comp in the South.
Yeah, for sure.
In the AFC South, there's going to be some comp from Indianapolis. What about Philly versus Kansas City.
Yeah.
What
Weird.
the fuck? So, okay. Jalen Hurts 101 yards. Saquon doesn't crack 100, and they win. Like, just win. Like we're gonna take a knee. Game's over.
Yeah, both
Bye-bye.
teams offensively don't look great.
Horrendous. The Chiefs look
god awful. Like they're lucky that their defense is still relatively intact, that they can hold the Eagles to under however many total yards they had or whatever. Hold Saquon to under 100, Jalen to 100. But like the biggest thing in that game was that like the drops. Travis Kelce turned pick.
well, yeah.
That doesn't happen. The Chiefs go up late in that game. Who knows if the Eagles come back and score? Yeah, pretty awful. Just a blatant drop turned into a pick.
Here's the thing. The Chiefs defense, they were good enough. They did their job. They played good enough. They obviously, I mean, for what the fucking I don't know. It was just the Eagles. I feel like the Eagles were kind of given this game, but the Chiefs are 0-2, and I'm not looking at any world where they're going to establish any type of run game anytime soon. They still got to wait. They got 4 more games till Rashid's back. Xavier Worthy's out with that shoulder injury.
5 essentially.
5, yeah. So and then you got Xavier Worthy still out.
Yeah.
So we're kind of looking at a Chiefs offense that
Kelce
probably won't get their
checked out mentally and emotionally.
Travis Kelce sucks.
We're
looking at.
I hate this shit. Or he said something stupid. I'm tired of this shit, and dropped the fucking touchdown.
Yeah, I mean Travis Kelce, he should have hung it up last year. There was really no reason to.
Sorry.
He's not. I don't think he has any interest in playing football. I don't really think. I think this Chiefs offense. I don't see them getting shit going till like what, week 11. You're giving them some credit. I mean,
what week did you say? 11?
I said like week 11. I mean, we're talking them jumping back together first game, week 8. There's gonna be good.
I think Rashi's gonna have an impact pretty immediately, just with how bad the rest of this offense is. But I've never been high on Pacheco, and I don't think I have a reason to be now. Not gonna change that team.
I don't know about that one. Pacheco can be a dog.
Kinda, if he gets in an open field. It's just a matter of getting there.
Every running back in the NFL is a dog when they get in the open field. But I mean, I don't know. I like Pacheco. I think
not Austin Eckler.
He's versatile. I like him. Yeah, no, you got some problems over in Washington. Philly, Kansas City, Atlanta versus Minnesota.
That was the worst Sunday night football game I've seen in a long time.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I thought they were holding the field goal tryouts for Atlanta during practice last week.
I really didn't know what was going on.
Well, no. So, like,
I thought Young Hoku was still down there, dude.
Well, I thought they were still trying out for kickers during the game.
No.
This was an absolute field goal contest, Devin.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the fuck this game was. I was joking. I was being funny. I was being sarcastic.
That's me. That's all me.
Sorry, I'm tired. Maybe my delivery was a little too dry. Anyways, that game sucked. You're right. I did not enjoy watching that field goal contest on Sunday night because I thought Chris Collinsworth couldn't even think of anything good to say.
No, he couldn't. I didn't hear a Mahomes reference or like nothing.
Chris Collinsworth
that was so Mahomes-esque.
I'm pretty sure at one point he said, "Well, shit, we're far from that 41-40 game last week, huh?"
He did say that. He was like, "This is because it's fucking 10 o'clock at night, and you're watching a game where there's been 7 fucking field goals and no touchdowns yet. That sucks.
He would. I'm convinced at one point he was checking to make sure his flight wasn't delayed during the game. Sure. Yeah, just.
But I'm gonna have to pull back some of my takes on JJ McCarthy. Pretty fucking terrible performances from this kid so far.
Okay, all right.
Like, granted, my takes aren't rooted in seeing him perform because obviously he hasn't played since fucking 2024 or January of 2024, February of 2024, whenever the national championship was 2 years ago. So yeah, no, I mean, it was kind of all hopeful. Like, he looks like fucking like really, really bad. Like, that pick he threw late in the game was just a cherry on top. I was like, where's the receiver?
Well, see, I'll cut him some slack because it was obvious it was his second career game.
Yeah, his first career game was dog shit too.
Like, there were some fun. No, he definitely came back in that second half, and
he did. Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, there was a little bit of fight in him for about 4 plays until he threw that pick in the fourth quarter. Like, I was like,
well, that's what I'm saying.
Looks good.
I was kind of waiting for it. It just never happened. No. But the thing is, there were some fumbles. There were some he bobbled the snap. There was a bobbled snap on 4th and 1 on a QB sneak.
Yeah.
I mean, those are certain things that definitely. I mean, I think about it. That was one of their field goals that Atlanta got to kick after that. So it's just certain things like that. I think JJ's definitely. I think he's gonna be all right. I think he'll figure it out. I don't know if he's gonna. I'm not saying they're gonna.
It's Carson Wentz next week.
They're not gonna go win 11 fucking games, but
But I mean, with Carson playing that, like, I can't remember why JJ's out. I think it's injury. I don't think he got benched.
Yeah, his knee. I think he has a sprained MCL.
Okay.
Let me see if.
Either way.
Go ahead.
I mean, because of the caliber of this Vikings team.
Ankle injury, 2 to 4 weeks. Sorry.
But because of the caliber of this Vikings team and how many games they won last year with a mid-level sort of plug-and-play type of quarterback, I can see Carson Wentz, if he plays well enough, taking over for the rest of the year. Like, if they're in a position 4 weeks from now where they can win football games where they're fucking 5-1, I don't see them taking a chance on JJ this year.
Considering they were going to obviously want JJ to still be the future of this team, it's going to be tricky. I think that's
such tricky... like, I don't know. It's kind of really terrible timing for JJ to get a little bit injured because you're coming off 2 bad performances. They're not really trying to rush you back, especially if Carson Wentz looks okay.
Carson would have to go out there and have like an ungodly performance.
I don't think so. I think as long as he keeps the ball out of the other teams, as long as he doesn't throw too many picks and they're at least in positions to win football games, I can see him continuing to play.
But if J.J. McCarthy's healthy, that's the number one priority for the Vikings, is getting him on the field.
Is it though?
Yeah, their 9th overall pick from 2 years ago. Yeah, I would say so. That's kind of been the goal for every team's like rookie, second-year quarterback.
I know, but like a lot of those teams are bad.
Okay, so who's playing if Jaden Daniels can't play?
No one cares.
No, who?
Mariota.
Okay, so if Marcus Mariota takes over for the next 3 weeks,
and that's why I'm saying that this is incredibly poor timing for JJ McCarthy. He hasn't had the opportunity yet to show a reason for him to be on the field, regardless of anything.
I think he's shown more potential than Anthony Richardson has ever shown.
Damn sure agree with you, but the Colts aren't in a position to win 14 games.
No, but
So
I
it's like
don't think
you have the potential of making the playoffs.
You put those expectations on the Vikings. I never thought they were going to win 14 games this
No,
year.
I don't think anyone did. But it's the same fucking team essentially.
Yeah, but one of those guys got to get a lot of money to go start somewhere else. So maybe you give credit to where credit's due, and say Sam Darnold was better than you thought. I don't know. Like I'm
He
saying
wasn't.
that's fucking. I don't know. I don't know what you want
He
me to
was not.
say.
But maybe
Free trial
for Carson Wentz, this is like a Sam Darnold level resurgence opportunity. He's not going to want to give that ball back to
It's
JJ.
like way too late. It's way too late for Carson Wentz to have some type of resurgence.
Gino's a fucking been a starter for the past 5 years.
Yeah, but Gino broke his jaw, took a little bit of time, and then started.
Gino was
you know what I'm saying?
Scrub bum for years. Get out of here.
No.
Yeah.
Once he got injured, I'm pretty sure he wasn't given a chance to start until Seattle.
Yeah, not really.
I would say once he broke his jaw, it was once he got punched in the face.
Once he got
his
jaw broken.
What's up with players getting punched and then they get the worst?
We've talked
side
about this so much.
Gino gets punched in the face. Fuck you. You're not gonna see the field for
Jordan
5
Poole.
years.
Get the fuck out of here. How could you get punched in the face?
Here.
You're really gonna you're gonna be on my team and get punched in the face by your own teammate? You fucking loser.
I can't believe Steve Kerr walked into Michael Jordan's hand like that. Anyways, Atlanta, Minnesota, Tampa Bay versus Houston. I mean, Baker's clutch. I don't know what else to say about that. Baker Mayfield is just one of the clutchest quarterbacks in the NFL.
He is. I agree, but
you can say
for the Bucs, a little shaky. Igbuka looks good.
Yeah,
but 2 grinder wins for the Bucs where I don't know. These are very important wins for them, especially not being full strength yet. Not having Godwin. I think Vita Vea is out.
Tristan Wirfs.
Tristan Wirfs. Yeah, not Vita Vea.
Tristan Wirfs is out. That's.
So it's like you're not a fully healthy team yet, and you're 2-0.
Yeah. I like it.
You can't ask for a better start. And yeah, no, they don't look top tier yet, but they're in a good position.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I think as of right now, especially seeing the way Atlanta's playing and they're 0 they're 1-1, but off straight field goals. I mean, fuck, dude. I don't know. I'm not too excited about their. I'm not too high on the potential as I was. You know.
And the shame is yes, the potential's there. But I don't know. The Kyle Pitts stuff needs to stop. We can't. You can't be waiting for a breakout season in your 5th year, or your 6th year.
I mean, he's looked all right. He did his. He
did
his thing.
Now, granted, the Drake London fumble was pretty bad, and that could have brought the game moving the other way if McCarthy didn't suck balls. That game made me so upset.
Dude, you flip so crazy on players. It's not even funny.
I know. What do you want me to do? First of all, I hadn't seen the guy play in 2 fucking years. I'm expecting that he can come out and play okay with a team this good, and fucking fucked it all the way. So, he's not a game manager. He's a game fucker upper.
I just feel like I remember literally last episode you were like, JJ McCarthy for some reason I'm high on. I just think he's gonna do his thing.
And you're like about as low as it can get.
JJ McCarthy sucks balls. The very next episode.
Well, I saw him against the Bears, and that was suck ball territory,
dude. And I can't declare Mac Jones as maybe he's not as bad as.
I think it's easier to declare bad than good.
All right, I guess. All right. Let's move on. Let's
Chargers
move
Rams.
on from that. Yeah, I guess they played each other. Yeah.
Chargers catch a dub.
Chargers are cool.
20-9. Geno
They're
Smith. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Geno Smith may have had one of the worst performances out of any quarterback who's ever played in the game of football past 10 yards. I think he was like 0 for 13. Like, the stat that I saw was in the fourth quarter. It was 0 for 10 on balls thrown past 40 yards. Also leads the league in interceptions right now.
yeah. So.
And then to watch Tom Brady up there. Just fucking eye down a Geno Smith.
Tom Brady could be on that field doing 10 times better right now.
Like, this needs to be
crazy.
like a Michael Jordan. Like, why do you fucking go shoot up and average 20? Average 20 and
you could
3 and 2.
He might. All right, Devin. We need to do our power ranking. We got some teams that need some adjustments. We need some teams that need to drop. We need some teams that need to go up. Philly can't be number one anymore, can they? I mean, Buffalo and Baltimore is just the way. I mean, they got to take. They got to. I feel like they got to jump.
Philly is not one.
Like, Philly's I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at Buffalo and Baltimore. The question is, are you sure Philly's 3?
No.
Okay, so Buffalo, Baltimore, Green Bay, Detroit. I think those are the top 5 in my mind because I was sitting here considering maybe even Green Bay jumping over Philly, but I can go with Philly going number 3. Because I mean Philly right now it was we had Philly, Buffalo, Baltimore, Green Bay, Kansas City, Detroit. That was our
Kansas
top
City
6.
they deserve to be booted. Last week we just held them there for a second. So I think for where Philly hasn't done anything wrong yet. So Philly,
3.
Green Bay, Detroit.
Philly, Green Bay, Detroit. Now, the real question is who's 1 and 2? Are we just giving Buffalo it because of the tiebreaker? I think we're going to have to.
What do you mean?
Well, who's
1 and 2? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we got to go 1 and 2 if that's the jump we're going to make.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the MVP of the league has the best team in the league. Weird. That's weird. It's weird how that adds up, Devin.
Well, sometimes they correlate. Sometimes they mean something else.
Green Bay, Detroit, Kansas City now. I think, and I hate to break it to you because it's Kansas City, and then we had at 7 the Rams, 8 we had Washington. A lot of teams are going to be jumping Washington. Not a lot, but a couple.
You shut the fuck up.
Okay, a couple teams are going to be jumping Washington because Kansas City is still over Washington. But I'm going to say, how do we feel about teams like the Rams, the Chargers, the Bucs?
I feel better about the Chargers.
Like, I like the Chargers over Kansas City. I like the Chargers over Kansas City right now. I
think the Chargers offense could have looked a lot better, but they looked pretty decent. The defense looked very good.
I like the Rams over Kansas City.
For now, maybe.
I like the Rams over Kansas City. I'll keep the Chargers over the Rams?
Yes.
Okay, Chargers over the Rams. And then after that, I mean, what are we looking at? I think Tampa Bay.
Cincinnati, we put them at like 26.
Cincinnati's taking a hit. Tampa Bay. I mean, what are we looking at for them?
Where are we at number-wise?
Right now we'll see. It was Detroit at 5, but then we're looking at Chargers, Rams, Kansas City. So now I'm looking at who's jumping who as of right now. I think Kansas like right now, Kansas City or Green Bay Kansas City or Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
So I mean, yeah. So Tampa is a better team than Kansas City, so I got to put them over them. Then we have Washington. Now, Washington or Indianapolis?
I think it's fine to say Indy. We haven't shown anything that's offensively impressive yet. So,
if it's Indy over Washington, now where are we putting a team like San Fran?
You want to talk about running back performances? Jonathan Taylor, what? 165, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Fucking nutso.
Yeah. Well, Buck 65, he had a receiving touchdown.
Okay.
I don't believe he got in the end zone rushing.
1 touchdown. Sorry.
Which kind of sucked, but either way, Indianapolis
He
over
was on your fantasy
Washington.
team?
But then we still have no, he's not on my fantasy team.
I don't know.
We still have teams like San Fran and Dallas and Seattle. We do have those teams to look at. And the real question is, are any of them going over Indianapolis? I'd say maybe
no,
San
but are
Fran.
any of them going over us?
San Fran doesn't go over Indianapolis? They just caught a dub with Mac Jones. He's so bad, right? I know, he's so bad. So their team must be great.
There's a lot of quarterbacks who have won football games in the NFL. Like a lot.
No, but like you said, Mac Jones is so bad. So the Niners must have such a great roster and a great team. And that's why.
Well, remember that the power ranking includes Mac Jones. So, like I said, game fucker upper, Mac Jones can fuck up a game.
But he didn't fuck up this week.
Almost.
So he did. What do you mean almost, man?
Could have.
Either way. So you're not putting San Fran over Indianapolis?
Not yet. They're too hurt. They're too injury prone. They're too wishy-washy. I don't fucking know yet.
You're not putting San Fran over Washington?
I think I can. That's how bad I feel about this team right now, dude. It is bad.
Okay, all right.
Cowboys.
Are we putting? Okay, all right. Now we're talking. We're putting the Cowboys over them. Are we putting anybody else over them? We're putting Seattle over them. No, that's where we draw the line.
Maybe.
Washington to Seattle. That's maybe. Or what are we doing here?
Yeah, their defense is way better than ours. Just give it to them.
All right. So then, if we're going Seattle,
give me another team.
Now we're towing the line. Okay, I thought another team. Denver.
Maybe.
Denver. I'll keep in mind. Denver, I'll keep in mind because right now, Denver. I mean, Houston, no. Pittsburgh. I don't think so. I guess not.
Don't give me that shit.
Okay, but then it has to go, I guess, Washington after Seattle.
I'm fine with that. I threw in a couple lenient jabs at my own team for good reason.
So Washington after Seattle, but then it has to go, I mean, then it would have to go Denver. So, but is Denver better than New England?
Yes.
Denver's better than Atlanta?
Yes.
Denver's better than Houston?
Yes, but I think Houston can go higher than Atlanta and New England.
Denver's better than Minnesota?
Right now, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just making sure.
Now, granted, J.J. McCarthy won't be playing for the next few weeks, but
J.J. McCarthy won't be playing for the next 2 weeks, so we'll see. I mean, they could drop, they could go up. Who the fuck knows?
I think he needs to take off that
put
fucking
those
face
in
paint
we got right
if he's
now.
going to play like that.
Chargers, Rams, Bucs, Chiefs. Then we went fucking Colts, which is so crazy to say. Colts. Then we had San Fran, Dallas, Seattle, Washington, Denver. All right. Now we're looking at teams. Now you said you wanted to go Houston over a team like Atlanta, which I'd say, yeah. Yes. I don't know. Atlanta might be better than Houston as of right now. I'm not going to lie.
All right.
I think Atlanta's better than Houston right now.
It's fine.
I think Atlanta's better than Houston right now. I think Pittsburgh is in the ballpark. I don't know exactly where I'd put them. I think Pittsburgh I might even put over Houston right now. Houston. I don't know. I don't fucking. Houston definitely ain't playing as well as I thought they'd be.
I feel like we've
We
been
are
saying that
looking
for the
at
past year.
but now we're getting it. We're getting into. But now we're getting in like shitty territory. We're getting into shitty territory.
Shitty butt.
Because then we're looking at a team like what the Giants, Jacksonville, Arizona. I mean, I would say maybe okay. All right, let's get this out the way then. Atlanta.
I think New York can be at the top of the
Pittsburgh,
shit pile.
Pittsburgh, Houston. The Giants are at the top of the shit pile.
Yeah, New York. Yeah.
So then, where does Jacksonville fall? Worse.
I'm gonna be honest. I think you can still. Yeah, I think you can put the Joe Burrow-less Bengals
above them. We'll go Cincinnati after. So I'm gonna go Cincinnati 19 then. I'm gonna just put Cincinnati in right there at 19
for now.
And then we're looking at the Giants. So you think Vegas, Arizona, Jacksonville, Carolina, Tennessee, the Jets, Cleveland, and nobody's better than this Giants team?
No. None of those teams, no.
Okay.
I think Jacksonville's next though.
All right. Giants, Jacksonville. I think I mean, I would have to probably go Arizona a little bit over Vegas.
No.
No. Okay. I guess not.
Maybe.
I mean, where's Chicago then? Where the hell is Chicago? Where is Cleveland sitting then?
I think Chicago's better than both of those teams. And Chicago fucking sucks.
Okay, I kind of agree. So Chicago, Vegas, Arizona. I mean, I don't mind that order. But then Giants, Jags. Nobody else better than where the fuck is Cleveland going?
I think because of their defense they can go ahead of the Raiders.
Not Chicago.
And Chicago. Sorry, I was blanking on what team was ahead of the Raiders.
But we'll put Jacksonville and the Giants over Cleveland. I don't hate that. I'm not pissed at that. Okay, let me I guess let me put that in real quick. Let me put in New York Giants, Jacksonville, Cleveland, Chicago, Las Vegas, and Arizona. Okay. Shit. Now we're getting to absolute shitters. The worst team in the NFL. Where's Miami going?
Next.
That's a team we kind of forgot, but they've been
trailing. I
don't
think we did.
They're worse than Arizona?
No.
They're worse than Arizona?
No.
They're better than Arizona. I'll put them better than Cleveland. I'm not putting that. I don't know. Can we put them above Jacksonville?
I was just about to say I think you can.
Really?
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence has looked way better than Tua already has this year.
All right, then right after him.
All right, I'm going right after them. I'm going Miami right there over top of Cleveland. And then after Arizona, I mean, we're getting absolute shitters. I think I got to keep Carolina as the worst team in the NFL. I mean, behind that, we can pretty much go whoever, really.
Titans, Saints, Jets.
Titans, Saints, Jets.
Is that it?
Titans, Saints, Jets. Yeah, it looks like it. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. We do this we've done this twice we've done it twice this year already.
We forgot a team.
I don't think I guess we did. Because we put the Giants there. We put Jacksonville there. Miami, Cleveland, Chicago, Vegas. Arizona. After Arizona, we said we were gonna go with I guess you said Jets.
Patriots?
Tennessee doing there. Patriots. We do have. Where did we put the Patriots at?
We didn't.
I guess we didn't pick a spot for the Patriots because I had them. We had them. I had them better than. I had them in the same ballpark as Atlanta and Houston. And I'd say Houston's. Houston is. Are they a little bit better than Houston, or is Houston a little bit better than New England?
I think they're a little bit better than Houston.
Okay, if they're a little better than Houston, then we got our final ranking. All right. Week 2 power rankings starting from 32. We got Carolina, Tennessee, New Orleans, the New York Jets, Arizona, Las Vegas, Chicago, Cleveland, Miami, Jacksonville, New York Giants, Cincinnati. What the fuck? What the fuck did I write? Oh, my bad. Cincinnati, Houston, New England, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Denver, Washington, Seattle, Dallas, San Fran, Indianapolis, Kansas City, Tampa Bay, the Los Angeles Rams, the Los Angeles Chargers, Detroit, Green Bay, Philly, Baltimore, Buffalo.
Power rankings this time of the year are a little trippy.
It is definitely tricky. All right, we gotta put in our fucking votes. We gotta put in our votes for all these awards, Devin. We got all our votes for MVP, OPOY, DPOY. I got some candidates. Obviously, I'm gonna throw out some stats, and you decide. You can decipher whether you think it's MVP worthy, OPOY worthy. But we do have obviously Jared Goff, who's 23 of 38, 334 yards, 5 touchdowns. You also had Lamar, 19 of 29, 225 with 4 tutties. Then you had Russell Wilson. Problem is he lost. He did throw for 450 yards, 30 for 41, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. You go down to some other players. You had JT, 165 yards, 6.6 yards per carry, 215 total yards, 1 receiving touchdown. You had Bijan Robinson with 143, 6.5 yards per carry. You had James Cook, 132, 6.3 yards per carry and 2 touchdowns. You had Malik Neighbors, 167, 18.6 yards per catch, 2 touchdowns. You had Puka Nacua, 136 total yards and a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 115 yards, 12.8 yards per catch, 3 touchdowns. And you had Jamar Chase, 165 yards, 11.8 yards per catch with a touchdown. I will say Malik Neighbors having a loss in that game means absolutely nothing because it would have been even a bigger loss if he wasn't who he was.
True.
So Malik Neighbors is definitely on my contender list for OPOY for this week. I like Neighbors. Now, the problem is I have stats and I have eye tests. Like if we want to compare stats, like obviously Puka should make the cut. But if you watch that fucking Rams game, it seemed like Puka was the answer to every single problem they had. So that's somebody that I'm still going to be considering. I really like the way. I mean, James Cook took over that game. Before that game was even over, he ended that shit. Neighbors and Cook definitely on my OPOY list.
I would have Bijan up there if like the Falcons could have done something, but like he was putting them in great positions that whole game, and they had nothing for it.
My OPOY votes. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Cook at 1, and then I'm actually gonna give Neighbors 2. And like I said, I mean I couldn't hesitate. I couldn't avoid seeing Puka doing his thing for the Rams. I'm gonna give him the 3rd spot for OPOY.
I like Cook, Jonathan Taylor, Malik Neighbors.
Cook, Taylor, Neighbors. Okay. And then for my MVPs, I mean, some of these guys, I don't know if they're gonna slide and get I don't know what they're gonna. I don't know what I'm looking at here because obviously I like Goff and Lamar's
Also,
performance.
Amon Ra could have thrown
Amon Ra, yeah. I mean, shit. He fucking man. Obviously, you have Goff and Lamar, right?
Yeah.
Goff 23 of 38, 334, 5 touchdowns. Lamar 19 of 29, 225, 4 touchdowns. You also had Russ 30 of 41, 450, 3 touchdowns and an interception. And he lost. Now, I honestly, those are probably all the quarterbacks I have up for.
Nothing for Dak.
Dak was, I don't know. I mean, I think he was 2 touchdowns and an interception, and there was a couple things I probably would have liked to see different from him. But if you pull it up over here,
Jared 1, El Freaky 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at for mine as well for the first 2.
And 3.
Yeah, I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking any more quarterbacks' ways. I can't.
How was Jordan Love? Not good.
That's
enough.
a great question. I believe he was about. Let me pull that up because I did go back to check out that Thursday night game. Jordan Love in that game, if we can find it. Jesus Christ. Against Washington. Let's find that game. Let's pull it up. Box score. Jordan Love 19. I mean, hey, 19 for 31, 292, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I don't hate it.
Give it to Jordan. Give my third spot to Jordan.
I don't hate it. You want your third spot to go to Jordan Love. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. I mean, when I'm thinking of any other quarterback standouts, I don't know if I can think of one. I mean, that man Baker did have another fucking comeback. Which I mean, that's back-to-back comeback drives. Late fourth quarter, game-winning drives. Not even comeback drives, game-winning drives.
Still crazy, bro. Was almost completely written off.
Oh, he was written off. He was absolutely written off.
It's nuts. All because of Odell's fucking dad.
Okay, I like Jordan Love. I also like. I can't avoid the clutchness of Baker Mayfield. But then you know what? I'm gonna actually, just because of how much he carried compared to the rest, I'm gonna give my number one Opoy the third spot for MVP. So I'm gonna go Cook third, then I'll go Love, then I'm going Baker 5.
I forgot about the 5s banger.
So give me Cook 3, Jordan Love 4, and then give me Baker 5.
I'll go Baker 4, Russ 5. The man threw for 450 fucking yards. That's pretty sick. You don't see that much. Like, for as much as they're passing now in the NFL, it's rare you see the 4 number get dropped.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely considering Russ, but I don't know. I mean, just
granted, he's throwing to Malik Neighbors and
he was yucking that bitch up to Malik Neighbors, Devin. All right, final thing before we get out of here, we just got to predict Thursday night football, and sometimes it's sometimes it's a head scratcher, and you might struggle.
Yeah, you're right. I gotta start looking at the schedule before I come on the podcast.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. Here's the beauty of not looking at the schedule. You could think, damn, we have a good game. We got a good game coming Thursday night, right? No. Thursday night, Devin, we have the Dolphins taking on the Bills. So, it's to be a pretty easy game to predict. I will say, if this game is close in any way, I'm gonna.
It will be spoken about.
It will be spoken about. I mean, I'm gonna assume like half of Buffalo just like took the wrong flight and they landed like, I don't know, in Cuba or something, like, because there's no way this game is even close.
No.
There's absolutely no way.
No.
So give me Bills by 1,000.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take that. But all right. I mean, I guess besides that, fantasy. We can talk about fantasy next episode. College football. We can see what's up with that next episode. DJ Lagway, 5 picks.
5
Way to
picks.
make AR look like a better quarterback. Devin,
Damn.
is there anything else? We talked about everything
I
that
mean,
we
Arch Manning
possibly
got
could have.
booed.
Arch Manning got booed. Okay. I mean, yeah. It's not
College
the first
football.
Manning.
College football kind of sucks. Tennessee kicker hit the road. You're way too much of a nervous Nelly to be out there. That dude looked like he seen the ghost the second they put the camera on that man. He was like,
Yeah.
oh. And they kept saying, they were like, he's never been in a situation like this in his life ever. He's just working on his
the
breathing
commentators.
He's
I was
breathing.
waiting
He's
for
breathing heavy.
I was waiting for him to just now zoom into the bottom left calf. That is piss running down his leg.
Yeah, there's sweat dripping from every orifice on his body. He can't see. And then proceeds to just. It never had a chance.
Waffle it.
It was about 45 degrees to the right. It's pretty bad.
But then, yeah, on the other hand, that's not the first Manning to get booed, and it won't be the last Manning to get booed. So, there will be generations of Mannings getting boos and cheers.
Do Eli and, not to be sexist, but do Eli and Peyton have boys?
I'm not gonna lie, I know nothing about them having kids. Maybe we'll just figure that out off the pod because I have no clue.
They definitely have kids.
I could not tell you if they did.
I don't want to say they're 20 years from now won't be a female quarterback, but
no, I'll say it. 20 years from now there won't be a female quarterback. There we go. We got that out the way.
Maybe we'll all be playing flag football by then.
But with all that being said, Devin, I think it's time to get out of here. We talked every week 2 game possible. All these narratives being pushed. MVPs, OPOYs. Fuck you. You thought you got away with it, huh? DPOYs.
Shit, no one
Devin.
gives a fuck.
I already have my DPOYs.
No, I'm kidding. I don't have any thought of a DPOY.
So
Myles Garrett.
To me,
honestly, I'm giving my number 1 to Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett's definitely up there.
Numbers wise, but
his impact was ridiculous. Number wise, 1.5 sacks, 2 tackles for a loss, 5 touchdowns.
What?
I also got to look.
5 total
1.5
tackles?
sacks, 5 total tackles, 2 tackles for a loss.
You said 5 touchdowns.
Whatever, my bad. 5 total tackles. But the person that did have a touchdown was Roquan Smith. Fumble recovery, scooped up for a touchdown. Also led the week in total tackles with 15. We had Byron Young, Rams linebacker, 5 total tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. And then you had Joey Bosa, 2 total tackles, 1 sack, and 2 forced fumbles. So for me, if I follow the Miles, I'm gonna follow the Miles route, but then I'm going Roquan and I'm going Bosa.
I might give my number 2. I'll go Roquan 2. 3. If you can figure out who number 0 is on the Chargers, I think his name's Henley.
Okay.
This dude was causing havoc.
It's funny because the game just happened. But let me pull that up for you. What are you trying to see?
Huge tackle for a loss on Ashton Genty. Huge sack
10
late
total
in the game.
tackles. Yeah.
How many tackles?
10.
Yeah.
10 total tackles. He had 2 tackles for a loss. He had a sack, 2 passes deflected. He balled.
Give him my number 2 spot. That boy balled.
Dion Henley.
Yeah,
Dion
motherfucker
Henley.
went stupid. And another linebacker wearing number 0. I fuck with it.
Dion Henley. I don't know however it's spelled.
I just found out.
Dion Henley. And then what you want? Roquan at 3?
Yeah.
Okay, Roquan Smith at 3. All right. Now, with all of that being said, Devin, power ranking, MVP, Opoy, Depoy, all week 2 games, Thursday night football. I think it's time to get out of here. We will be back on Saturday to predict all week 3 games. Maybe set some fantasy, maybe talk some college football, maybe discuss whatever happens Thursday night, you know, good or bad. But we will be back to discuss more shit going on in the NFL world on Saturday. Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. Hopefully you enjoyed. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.